Hey, YouTubers, it's Valerie with Money Mindset Coach, and I am going to talk about, I don't know, some of the things that I just think we hear a lot about, but I think some things just need to be reiterated. And so many people, so many of the frugal sites are talking about living below your means, living within your means. If you're not, I would start with living within your means. Don't try to go below until you're living within. That's all I can say. Living within is the money that's coming into the household every month. That's what you're living on. That is what is providing you with food, clothing, shelter, gas for your car, all of that. If you go to buy something, I have this. This is Mary's Pocket Quiz. I'm sure some of you, most of you maybe, have heard of Mary Hunt. She wrote the book, Complete Cheapskate, and she wrote an article in Woman's Day magazine. This is a magazine from 2006. Still have it. I would always see the 2 secrets to saving and spending. And I couldn't get rid of the magazine. I just couldn't, because it said that. Because I've always been into saving and not spending and all that. So it's like that would stop me from throwing this magazine away. So I've had it since 2006. I only paid $1.99 for it. But anyway, this is in there. And she basically is talking about, do I need it? Can I afford it? Do I already have something that will do? Can I wait for a more reasonable alternative? If you say, do I need it? And you say no, woo, just save myself from making a foolish purchase. Can I afford it? No, woo, just save myself from making a foolish purchase. And then the I've waited, down at the bottom. Can I wait for a more reasonable alternative? No. Am I certain I have located the best deal? And then it says, yes, I've watched 49 hours. I've waited 49 hours to think it over and make certain. Okay. I am confident that I have made the right decision. So basically, she's just talking about anything that you go to buy, asking yourself, number one, do you need it? If it's not a need, there's a lot of wants out there, and I am a big one. I'll show you. I just got these sunflower sponges at Aldi. Did I need them? No. I wanted them. I wanted them. They were cute. They were sponges. It was fall. I wanted them. They were $1.99 and I bought them. So I am telling you that when it comes to not buying something because, it's not a need, I've done it. I've done it. I work in a kitchen boutique store. I see stuff every day that I work. So I could easily say, don't need it. Don't need it. Yeah. I've been there. But the bigger thing is, okay, I need it. Then you ask, can I afford it? Affording. What is affording? What does it mean to afford something? It means you have the money in the bank to buy this. If you're putting it on a credit card and you don't have the money, unless you're trying to get points or whatever, I mean, that's a whole nother thing. But if you're putting it on a credit card because you don't have the money in the bank to pay for it in full, you can't afford it. That is not living within your means. That is what they call living above your means. When you put stuff on credit cards and then you're paying 22%, 28%, 30% interest on the stuff that you've bought, it's a no-win situation. And I've talked about this before, but I really, really feel strongly. And it's like my channel, Money Mindset. I think that's why I picked that name, was because the word, if you listen to a lot of money podcasts, money YouTube videos, frugal, you hear the word mindset a lot. And mindset, it's setting your mind. It is setting your mind. It is a way of thinking. And you can think a certain way. Maybe you've thought it your whole life. That way of thinking can change. You can change your way of thinking. How you've done it in the past that isn't working, you can change that. I'm fortunate in the standpoint that being divorced, what I do as far as money is just up to me. Now, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, it's harder. It's definitely harder because everybody has different money types. And there are people who are spenders and there are people who are savers. And more often than not, it seems like savers are married to spenders. Once in a great while, I have seen two people actually be savers. I've seen it maybe once. I've seen two people being married to each other that are both spenders. That's really dangerous. But more often than not, I think we marry people who are opposite of us. They say opposites attract, and I do think that they do that. But yeah, money's a big deal. It is a big deal. And so, do you need it? Can you afford it? Affording it means not putting it on the credit card. If that's how you have to buy it, you can't afford it. So you shouldn't buy it. It's really simple. And that's really what the article was talking about. You just decide. If you need it, you buy it. If you don't, you don't. If you can afford it, you can buy it if you need it. But if you can't afford it, even if you need it, don't buy it. So there would be a lot less things that we would be buying if we did that. So this is just this little pocket quiz thing. I cut it out of the magazine. And I guess what you're supposed to do is just kind of fold it up, have it with you, and ask yourself that question. I had a busy day today, and I'm kind of tired. I tried doing this video twice before, and I didn't have the microphone in front of me. It's like, what is wrong with me. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. But anyway, the other thing with September, it's a transition month. And there's, I do a lot of things that have to do with that transition from summer to fall. And one of the things that I do is I split my closet half and half. I put more heavier things because I just have all my clothes hanging in the closet all the time. I just have everything hanging up there. But I put the heavier stuff on one side and the lighter on the other. And then depending on the day, like tomorrow it's going to be in the 90s, but today it was in the 80s. The top that I'm wearing is a heavier, but I'm working tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing something a little lighter because it's going to be hotter. But I kind of do that during the month of September because you're up and down. You can have a hot day. You can have a really cold day. And you got to get your jackets out. You got to start looking and get your gloves and your scarves and all that together. I really, really enjoy my winter clothes, but more than I do my summer clothes. I really do. I have got the most wonderful, fuzzy, comfy pants. I've got comfortable slippers, socks, sweaters, anything that is soft. Ugh. I've got throws that I can just get under. And I love nothing more than being in bed when it's cold out, having the window open, and just getting under a whole bunch of blankets. Oh my gosh. During the summer, it's like you can only do so much and then you're still hot. But with the winter, there's so many things about winter. Fire pits, fireplaces, fire in general. I just love. I could sit in front of a fire every day. I really could. I wish I had an actual wood-burning fireplace. I have an electric fireplace. I have as good as I can do. That's the one thing that this house did not have that I wished it would have had. But the decor, I have a whole Rubbermaid container that has all my fall stuff, which I'm going to start putting out. And one of the things that I want to do, because I did do, by the time you see this video, you'll have seen my bare bones budget. You'll have seen what I paid for my house, what my payment is. I know it's unbelievable to a lot of people what I pay monthly, but I did a whole video on my bare bones budget, and I do want to do a video of this house so you can see what a house that cost what mine did in the 21st century and what a great house it is. I mean, I'm sorry, but you don't have to spend $250,000 to $300,000. If that was the price, I would have never been able to buy a house. Believe me, I had a house that I sold after the divorce. I'm trying to think. Oh, coffee's not helping me. I'm trying to think. I sold that house, but I was paying close to $1,000 a month with mortgage, property taxes, insurance, interest, the whole bit. And so then, I wasn't going to buy a house. I really wasn't. I looked at apartments in the St. Louis area. I was finding apartments that cost as much as my 3-bedroom, 2-bath house that was half the square footage of my house. And my boyfriend said to me, he said, why don't you buy? And I said, I don't think that I could find something that I liked for what I'd probably be able to afford. I don't think I could probably find that. But I did 5 years ago. I have a 3.75% interest rate. That's the whole problem with the real estate industry right now. There are a lot of people who have an interest rate like that who don't want to sell their house to turn around and have a 7%. Who's going to do that? Who wants to do that? Now, there are still people getting into the market that are first-time home buyers. They're not selling anything. They're just starting out. And really, a 7% interest rate is not bad, considering the early 80s. I loved Ronald Reagan, but when he was president, we had interest rates on mortgages that were 18%. That's ungodly. That's bad. But even with interest rates that high, people still bought houses. People still sold houses. When I went through the real estate course and everything, I asked the teacher, I said, when times are really bad, what do you do when you're a realtor? And he said, there will always be sellers and there will always be buyers. There probably just won't be as many. And that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. But I digress. There are so many things that end up being on my mind. But anyway, I'm gonna do a video of my house. I want you guys to see my house. I'll even explain how little I spent for some of the furniture that I have. I had furniture given to me. I've gotten incredible deals. I've done videos on that, but nobody has seen what I was talking about. And I really want to show you. I really do. So anyway, that is pretty much what I've got for right now. But just when it comes to spending, just ask that question. Do I need it? And if you do need it, can I afford it? And really, really afford it. Live within your means. So anyway, use it up. Oh, if you have found value in this video, I know I've rambled a little bit. Don't like to do that. But, like and subscribe, comment. What are you doing for fall? What are your favorite things about fall? Is it one of your favorite seasons? It is mine. It definitely is mine. So anyway, use it up, wear it up, make it do without. Till next time, bye.